hate black women so much? That's what it really boils down to, if y'all really want to be honest. Y'all really hate black women. Because as soon as a black woman say something, do something, wear something, go somewhere without saying hello to somebody, it's a problem. But let any other race of women do it. It's okay. Nobody bats an eye. It's praised, actually. Thousands of likes, millions of likes. I just want to know why. Why can't black women do? We can't do nothing without being called a hoe, being called broke, being called attention seeking, when we really just living our life. And do y'all not realize the main threat to a black woman is a black man? A man in general? That's the reason why black women don't want to say hi to you at the grocery store. That's why. Because we know as soon as we say hi, then y'all think it's okay to start a conversation when clearly it's not. And then y'all want to get aggressive and defensive when somebody just say, no, I'm good. That's why I want to say hi to you.
See that attitude right there that she got? You see that? It's your attitude. It's your whole disposition. It's your demeanor. Number one, guys all over the United States of America are feeling it. And even though I myself may not necessarily be experiencing any kind of problems in real life, when I speak to people, when I show respect, when I say, hey, how you doing, or whatever, so on and so forth, and if I ask about an apple or something like that, I'm just throwing something out there in the grocery store. I'm not really sure that should be met with being abrasive. I know women that get approached every day, all day. They have no problems whatsoever, and they are black women. They are fit, very pretty, very beautiful, and they also carry themselves with a positive outlook and a positive mindset. So let me first start this conversation off by saying that it's not all of you. It's not, but it is a majority of you that have these conversations online about the problems that you are having, and it shows. And then you look at this woman, and obviously she works in some sort of doctor's office or hospital in a healthcare field, which I'm assuming that she either works with patients or work with people, and people don't want to deal with your bad attitude. And again, I don't even think that it's race specific. I think that it's culture specific. And so we got to start having these conversations more or less based off of how trash the culture is and whether or not you're just an angry person or if this is for all black women. Because when we speak, a lot of times we speak broadly, and that's okay because stereotypes are earned, they're not given. But I'm not sure that it's all of you, but for a vast amount of you that is experiencing problems or trouble with the general population, there are women that has never had any problems whatsoever with men calling them out of their name. And I don't get me wrong, I understand it happens. I've seen it happen on these apps where somebody was secretly recording and she got called out of her name. So we're not saying that all men are good, and we're not saying that all women are bad. But what we are saying is that it is difficult for me to come to your defense when I can see the angry black woman syndrome thing on you right here. It is right here. It's clear as day. And so we don't want to have real conversations about how you need to change your attitude, because usually you are what it is that you attract. If you get negative energy all the time, whether it's on the internet or if it is in real life, then usually it is warranted. Usually, of course, you're going to have the anomalies here and there, but usually it's warranted. And people are not just crazy. People are not just coming for you. If I'm getting an overwhelming amount of feedback, let's say that 90% of the feedback that you get, because of course, as a content creator, I understand that the views and the thoughts and the opinions of somebody can be polarizing to where half of the population may agree with you, half of them don't agree with you. If you decide to run for office, Trump ran for office, and before he ever ran for office, everybody loved Trump. And then when he said that he was running on a Republican ticket, the whole world hated him. Half the world hated him, half loved him, because people are, they pledge their allegiance based off of party lines and not necessarily the policies, right? But the fact of the matter is, I understand as a content creator that you're going to get half of the people that may not care for you. Or in my case, I believe that there's a core majority, obviously, a core majority rocks with what it is that I'm saying. Because if I can look at my statistics and my analytics, It'll tell you that 97, 98, 99% of every video, people are rocking with it, right? But you're going to have a small demographic of people that dislike it because it makes them uncomfortable to hear the truth. But if you're getting a 97%, 90, 80% clip where people are disagreeing and saying that, yo, you're wrong, you're off, you need to change your perspective, you got a bad attitude, and it's your demeanor and your disposition, it would behoove you to actually start to take that constructive criticism. You take it as hate, but it's really constructive criticism of people telling you, listen, this is what we want, this is what we don't want, this is how we respond to this, and this is how you need to carry yourself in order to get the results that you want. People are not just hating on black women for the sake of hating on black women. People are more apprehensive about dealing with a certain demographic of black women because they fit every single stereotype. They jump into every single narrative while at the same time expecting the same level of respect that somebody that is not acting like them is garnering. And so, again, you have to look from within. And I know that it's a lot of women that feel some type of way when I decide that I want to throw my microphone on and have these conversations, but I got the results. I see it every day. I've changed people's lives. And you can continue to fight it and look for your community group that affirms you, or you can go and get the results. You're never going to continue to bully the world into seeing it your way. We did that with feminism. We did that with diversity, equity, and inclusion. And those days is gone. You had your time to be able to feel however it is that you wanted to feel. And now you got to pull your big girl panties on and make sure you do the right thing, because people are not just going for it because you said it. They don't care. They're not tripping about you. They're not making a big deal. They're not falling head over heels because the competition is fierce out here. You got younger models of you that may be a lot more feminine. You have different demographics of you that maybe have an affinity. You have people that have better attitudes that's in the same demographics of you. People that have a greater socioeconomic status that is not carrying themselves the way that you carry. And then you also have the world that's criticizing you and says, so at some point, you got to understand that it's not just your black skin. Black men, for example, are loved universally. Now, of course, I have to preface this by saying that there is a certain demographic of us that go and make everything ghetto. You can use the Carnival Cruise as an example to illustrate that. But there is a large demographic of black men that are universally loved. You can go to Germany, you can go to Japan, you can go to China, you can go to Europe, you can go to Asia, you can go wherever it is that you want to go. And you can go to Mexico, and we don't have no problems. We garner respect because we give respect, and we respect other people and respect other cultures. Now, again, I don't speak for the YNs. It's a completely different conversation. But my point is that on an individual level, even if people have preconceived notions or stereotypes about you, they treat you according to how you garner respect or how you treat other people. Even if I go somewhere and let's just say hypothetically that somebody is apprehensive because of their previous experience with a black guy or whatever, I don't care about that. Like, if you're around me for 2 or 3 minutes, you're going to see that I'm nothing like your previous experience. And so we're going to go ahead and break down that barrier because I understand what your sentiment is, but you're going to have a different experience with this person, and I'm going to represent the black community. If that's the box that you choose to put me in, I'm going to represent the community a lot more effective and actually give you a different impression of who I am as an individual, and hopefully that colors your opinion of how it is that you deal with other black men. You see what I'm saying? So I don't worry about what other people's perspectives is. The only thing that I worry about is how I carry myself. And then if that garners respect, or if I need to make some adjustments so that I get better results, then I will do that. But you sitting here complaining while still getting an attitude, she riled herself up. She riled herself up. That's crazy. I always like to link back to the content creator because I like to give credit where credit is due. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Hanley 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments.